Welcome to CoinGeek Backstage. I'm your host, Patrick Thompson, and I am here with Muhammad Salman. Muhammad, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me, Patrick.
And, you know, we saw you on stage twice today. And the last time we saw you on stage, you were talking about what's going on in the Middle East, specifically Dubai, which is becoming a tech hub for blockchain technology, the BSV Enterprise blockchain. So can you tell the audience about more what you're doing over there and what we're seeing take place?
Yeah, as a head of BSV Hub for Middle East and South Asia, it's been last few months, lot has happened and lot will be happening in coming months. For example, I just will share recent accomplishments of BSV Hub in Middle East. Very recently, we have transformed the first blockchain implementation for government organization in South Asia. We have already rolled out some training programs for Ministry of HR and Emiratization in UAE. We are now in collaboration with University of Sharjah, the leading universities in Middle East. So what we are doing with them, we are putting together an R&D project for putting the credentials of their education certificates plus their validation, and most importantly the equivalency between them and other universities on BSV blockchain. Last but not the least, we are also doing a rollout of a training program for developers with the help of University of Karachi, again leading university in Pakistan. So a lot has been happening, and as we said, we are just scratching the surface. We will hear a lot more from that region, how BSV is increasing its footprints in this region.
I love how you guys you're on the ground, you're in academia, you're doing a lot of good education and government work. And something I wonder, and I always ask, is with these entities that are such these big beasts, you know, academia with the universities is huge. Governments have historically been slow. How have you feel they've been warming up to blockchain technology, and how did they receive the messages and really take in the information that they're learning more and more when they hear about BSV?
Any change precedes awareness. So that's our first step with all these so-called beasts or slow-moving organizations. First, we orient them, make them aware with the ROI, the return on investment on their efforts, on their additional expenditures for blockchain, that eventually it is going to give them benefit with the trusted workflows, it is going to give them the benefit with the digital transformation initiatives, automation, and so on and so forth. And then we help them in identifying the right use case. We don't make them use blockchain for the sake of blockchain. We help them, we hold their hands in choosing the right use case, and then we help them in implementing that right use case in a right manner. So this whole journey from awareness to the change, we hold their hands, and we know where are the gaps in their existing legacy infrastructure. So first we identify that, and then we take them to the new part of the blockchain implementation.
That is wonderful. And I want to switch gears a little bit here because you're a businessman yourself with InvoiceMate. So for those who don't know, what is InvoiceMate?
InvoiceMate is again a BSV powered invoice management system. Again, world's first invoice management system powered by blockchain. And when we were speaking about InvoiceMate, it was in the stage of development. Now we are implementing InvoiceMate for 3 of our clients: one Saudi government entity, couple of other large-scale manufacturers, and soon it's going to be implemented in our own ecosystem as well. So this is again a step forward in taking BSV into an application area rather than just the protocol area. So again, this is a very huge progress from the last time that we were talking about InvoiceMate as a potential application. Now it's actual application of BSV blockchain and solving the conventional businesses, conventional organizations' pain points.
And speaking of those pain points, why did you choose to work with invoices?
Invoices are the world's largest or most commonly used documents. We started as a document management system when we were thinking how we can use BSV blockchain for some blockchain application. But then we realized it's a very generic use case. So we started doing R&D, and we went into the in-depth, which document we need to do the proper document management system. And we identified that invoice is most commonly used document. It is used by the smaller businesses, medium-sized businesses, large-sized businesses, public sector, private sector, any vertical of the industry. They're all using invoices. And then there are numerous pain points with this invoicing system. Not to mention that it's not just the workflow, it's fraud resilience what they need, a workflow automation they need, but they need an access to the liquidity as well for invoice financing. And that's where we are now heading towards. After providing them the automation platform, we are taking them for this cash flow enhancer for their like accounts and finance functions, and that's going to be soon part of InvoiceMate invoice financing hub. So again, a BSV powered token will be there, which will be again one of the few utility tokens going to solve problems having an adoption in the conventional businesses.
And what is next for you and the team at InvoiceMate, and what can I expect to see out of the hub in the Middle East next?
They're very much aligned, because when I do something for InvoiceMate, it is basically a BSV powered application. So it's very much aligned with my vision for a BSV in the Middle East and South Asia. So for this, in next months, we are now taking BSV applications to at least 4 government entities. We will be rolling out few more training programs with the academia, with the government institutions, tech department, developers. We are going to do now road shows, especially the meetups, because we couldn't do it because of these COVID situations. But now things are opening up, and we are planning each month we will be doing a proper meetup with like more in-depth insights. We'll want to do community engagements now and bring together a lot of like new startups to use blockchain BSV.
And my final question for you is, if there was one sort of general takeaway that you'd want the audience to know about InvoiceMate, the BSV hub in the Middle East, and just blockchain technology in general, what would that general takeaway be?
It's time. It's time to use invoice management system powered by BSV blockchain, which is InvoiceMate. And you need to solve the problems with the blockchain, and BSV ecosystem is something which you are getting real solutions for the real problems. We are not coming up with the futuristic problem solving. It's approach to solve the current day's problems. And that's my takeaway in last few months, that BSV ecosystem is solving the problems of current day, and of course there will be futuristic problem solving as well. So use BSV blockchain to identify and solve your current day's workflows, problems, data problems, so on and so forth.
Muhammad, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you sharing your insights with us, and thank you for watching CoinGeek Backstage.
Bitcoin mining, Bitcoin wallet, blockchain, stablecoins, MetaNet, the evolution of money. Everybody is talking about Bitcoin today, but what exactly is it? Learn the basics from experts. Learn what Bitcoin is, how it works, and why it matters. Bitcoin 101, your ultimate guide to the fundamentals of blockchain.